And what's going on, everybody? Remy here from the Rodeo Plays, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. The last time we left off, sadly and unfortunately speaking, Sakura Ogami is the latest victim within the killing game, which is surprising because who the hell had the balls to actually challenge her and manage to kill her? So, yeah, now we're starting the investigation within this new murder. So let's start kicking it off. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the third floor of the school. Sorry. Some of you may or may not know this. I usually, when I record Danganronpa videos, I marathon it, so you got to stick with me, alright? There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it did seem at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Jesus Christ. Yo, that's one way I don't want to die. That's one thing I don't want to experience. Like, vomiting blood, that shit would scare the fuck out of me. Alright? I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that? The only way in the rec room is the door that we just came through. And the door's been jammed shut with a chair from the inside of the rec room. Which means the killer would have to escape somehow. Yeah. Come on, get it together, TRD. Come on. Take a sip of this coffee if you got to. Nugget. That shit is just cold cream now. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside, then there's no way in or out until we broke the window. There's like zero escape, right? In other words, it's a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see these kind of things a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this? Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind. Fine. When you break down this type of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is a locked room. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special methods seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right? Correct. The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. In other words, basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from the outside to target the victim inside. Makes sense. Basically, you were already locked in here. All I had to do was do the job. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through the gap of the door, something like that. But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gaps that would allow it. Yeah, I think we could probably cross that one off the list. True. The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it opens. What do you mean by that? In other words, they stay hidden when the door is open, then use the confusion to blend into the crowd. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe. It's true. And the fourth and final type is where it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room? By that I mean, there's actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this in a lot of novels things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too? I believe so, yes. So when it comes to the locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of the 4 choices seem most likely in this case? True. That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus for this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figured that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. So funny enough, I'm just going to spoil this because it's going to be a good while before we get to Danganronpa 3. Because, yeah, they decided to block all the scenes, so we gotta get us a capture card, boys. But yeah, just a quick spoiler. There's actually another locked room mystery that happens within B3. So yeah. Anyways, let's start investigating. Let's talk about this piece of paper. That's the first thing that caught my eye. This looks like some kind of wrapper. Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah. I mean, I gave it to her. Okay. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out that Genocide Jack had attacked me. So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So, you gave the candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really liked them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took an entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really liked them that much?
I mean...
I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've all lost their flavor. Hina. The polka dot candy wrapper, okay? There's some broken glass over here. What the fuck is that about? There are shards of glass scattered around the chair Sakura's sitting in. The glass is all red, and there's a top and a bottom section of the bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor have been added to the truth bullets. Okay, look, there's gonna be like 3 cuts already, even though we just started this fucking video. My network is spazzing on me right now. So usually when I record, I'm sitting in parties so that the audio isn't loud as shit in my ear. And I have been in and out of parties, which is why you see these weird cuts in it so far. So fuck it. At this point, I'm just gonna deal with the volume of this in my ear. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor has been added to your truth bullets. Let me say this right now. Now, for this trial, not really important to the murder, but important to the setup of this murder, you should probably pay attention to what Monokuma is holding. Alright, what else? Let's actually check Sakura now. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in his chair. There's obvious evidence to a blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said that she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body has been added to the truth bullets. Maybe her getting a hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Not a chance. Bakia?
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I could call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Alright. What else is there? Oh, this shit over here. This one had a plastic container rolling around near the entrance.
So...
It looks like a protein drink. And it's empty. Also, goddamn, Hina's voice is loud. I never really realized how loud her voice was. I said Hina. Kyoko, fuck. Yeah, we gotta fix that real quick. I'm sorry, look. If I gotta record this shit out of a party, then I refuse to have my ears blown out, and I would drop this like halfway. And my retinal speed would just be up faster. There. It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good at all sorts for healing all sorts of ailments. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem 82. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is? You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of blue glass. That must have been part of the window. It must have been parts of the window that I broke when I got inside. I don't know why I fucked that up. But they aren't scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll be an important clue later on. Important clue? I'm not sure how I see how. Empty protein drink has been added to the truth bullets. Alright. Do I need to look at this shit? This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, so there's still evidence. There's no evidence of the mountings being tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence of any kind that a string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Alright, I thought that would lead to something, but fuck it. Anything else? Well, we got this locker that's open. Huh? The locker's open. And there's hold up. And there's on the, wait, okay, I was tripping. I thought I was reading it wrong. And there on the inside is a handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left the handprint in the old dust. It looks quite fresh too. I say someone was hiding in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? During the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group. Unfortunately, that's not possible. Huh? Why not? Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked right inside the room, right? Oh yeah, the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah. So then, what does the handprint mean? Locker handprint has been added to the truth bullets. All right, over here, there's 4 red bottles lined up on a shelf. Inside each bottle is some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how do these figures get inside the bottle? So remember how earlier I said pay attention? This is your reason why. How many of you are proficient at chess? I'm not. I don't even know all the fucking pieces. So, yeah.
So...
It's no different than your standard shipping a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat's place inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
This is Monokuma's version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Monokuma bottle has been added to the truth bullets. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure that's on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura may have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figures are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Okay, cool. Let's check this out. There's some... I didn't even see that blood down there. Goddamn. The same shelf full of magazines. There are all kinds of different magazines here. I want that blood though. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Alright. What else? Let's actually talk to Bach here real quick.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. You're not trying to hide how he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely. Alright, well then let's talk to Hina.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
Forgive
Baki
you.
and Toko are a hero. It has to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet her, to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. And when I saw her again after that, she told me she had left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in this room by noon. By noon? Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I had stopped her, by force even, this wouldn't have ever happened. Hina, is it possible not to have regrets? I know. Hina's account has been added to the truth bullets. But the fact that she asked for those 3 to meet her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, it Might be good to confirm what I just heard with the 3 directly.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to ask you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect. Yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Baki says he didn't go see her. Is that true? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Baki's account has been added to the truth bullets. Alright, how about I talk to Kyoko? She might add something.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who will go down without a
it's
fight.
true.
She certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist. Stronger body, spirit, and body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? It might have taken her by surprise,
Certainly.
right? Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand a chance against her. Alright. Allow me to leave the room real fast. I did not mean to do that. Circle. Okay, well, I'm still missing shit. That's cool. What am I missing? What am I missing? Boom. Goddamn it. Wait a minute. Hang on. That's a fucking light you just threw at me. Cover this, cover this, cover this, cover that, cover that, cover that. Got your alibi. Got you. What else? What else? That's not what the fuck I wanted to press. The chair, right. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence of any string or mechanism that was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt that the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There's no evidence of the door or the chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created a locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Rec room door has been added to your truth bullets.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished your general investigation? Yeah, I think so. For the most
So
part.
then,
You should probably talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I
Listen
can't
to me.
leave. Which is why I decided you'll go on my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. Since we got over our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk with the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Alright, there we go. I remember when I first played this, I think I was stuck in that room for fucking ever. And I couldn't understand why. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Okay, there go my B3 habits again. Me thinking that L1 is to fucking run. So we're looking for Hiro and Toko. I think I passed Toko's room. I could be wrong. There's Kyoko. And there's Kiyotaka, Mondo, me, Bakia, Sayaka, Junko, Toko. Hey. I pressed the doorbell. After a few seconds.
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total
Well?
decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
Yeah, we could clearly tell by the way you opened the door. Your day must have just been sunshine and rainbows, huh? She didn't look like she was in a good mood. That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Why the fuck are your glasses so damn huge? Obviously, no. Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? Did you just say you wanted to talk to me about something? I wanted to talk to you about the fact that Sakura had asked you to meet with her.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Sakura already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? Not when I'm at the fucking press, goddammit. I admit I did get a note, but I didn't go see her. I was so scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? So I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is this good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account has been added to the truth bullets. Alright, cool. Shit. Alright, so, let's see. Chihiro, Celeste, Hina, Sakura, Leon, Hiro. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? You need something? Yeah, actually. I wanted to check something. It's about Sakura wanted to meet you.
What?
How do you know about
Could
that?
it be...
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself she asked Baki and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well...
When
she asked me to meet up with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She,
How about that?
She happens to be a person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then, you went and met Sakura?
You got it all wrong!
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually...
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took off to the nurse's office. Oh, them contradictions are fucking real. Wait, so the last time you seen her was when she came in there after Hina got injured from Genocide Kill. But you got a note to meet up with her. And Hina said that was after they left. That's a contradiction right there. So it's like, so you mean to tell me she gave you a note beforehand to meet up, y'all went, everything else happened, and you never met up? Yeah, that's a contradiction.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then. God damn it. I should probably play this. I should probably use both fucking hands on the controller. I wouldn't be doing this. While I'm here, can you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let me see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hand out of his pocket. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket.
Huh? What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. Oh, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was trash, but there's no way. That's all there was to it. Pocket trash? Okay. Okay, so I heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I definitely have to look for look at the actual crime scene again. On top of that, maybe we need to find out more about that protein can we found in the rec room. I'm sure it must have came from the chem lab. So where should I start? I'm going to the damn chem lab first. Alright. I feel like the chem lab used to piss me off for some reason. I don't know why, but I just feel it. Alright boys, into the chem lab. We about to get the cooking in this bitch. Call me Walter White.
What?
Makoto, did you have your eyes on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Nah, yeah, I got it. You got me fucked. You got me fucked up. That's what you got me. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir. I think your bitch ass should probably get back to the fucking... I think your bitch ass should probably get back to the fucking crime scene. Alright. First of all, This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like this shelf has been connected to it looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly, right now, what's that powder that's spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Who footprints these be? These are footprints? And they're in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out a floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. God damn it, Makoto. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I had drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. Bitch, then you draw it next fucking time, then, before I whoop your ass. For me.
See.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It appeared that whoever left those footprints only had business to the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight for the shelves, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints
It's
must be...
certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No.
What?
Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Baki said. I see. Your feet appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit that these aren't your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. These prints are a really valuable clue. So why didn't you pick it up? If I lay out these footprints, it looks like this. You look at the pattern, whoever left these behind went to the shelf on the left, and that's it. They went straight there, did something, and then left. According to these footprints anyway. These prints are really clear, so it shouldn't be too hard to figure out whose they are. Which means, okay, so, well, that just ain't shit. Okay, so what's this? Oh, that poison, I see that skull and crossbone. There's a broken bottle in front of this shelf. Is it where the powder came from? It looks like the bottle has a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. And the powder must
So
have been
in
spilled.
other words,
That's right. It could have only been around the time of the incident. If it really was like this when it happened, then it must be related to the case somehow. Source of powder have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Now how about the powder in general? There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. Let's probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellowish powder scattered on the floor from front of the shelf. It also reminds me of the broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled with Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Okay. According to Bakia, the powder would have had been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can say for now. Alright. That's everything I need. Alright then. Let's see, what's on this show? All kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this show. All the other containers are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess you could consider this I guess you could consider this part of the shelving unit as Section A. Huh? But wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled C9. Did someone put this here by accident? So it's clear I need to go over here. And this shelf is, one look, you can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All these containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I could consider this part of the shelving unit, this section C. Alright, looks like I gotta look at B anyways. So on this shelf is, I got a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring out a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical applications in the real world? Never said that. All I'm simply saying is my school system didn't give two shits. Like basically what you learned in school, or at least my school system, didn't give a fuck about that.
that's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser. which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on this shelf. All of the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess this could be considered the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have too much to worry about on this shelf. I'm trying to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten her powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there's a bottle with a label from Section C. Alright, and what's a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Chem lab shelf has been added to the truth bullets. Already taking a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Alright. Alright. Was this on the... No, rec room was on the 3rd floor. If I remember correctly... Yeah, okay, you were on the 3rd floor. Great. I feel like we're really cruising through this investigation.
Hey.
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me. I see. So, Namabakia, you're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying. Well, I made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of the magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look over them one more time. Great, thanks for that. Let's start with the shelf. Kyoko said the magazine shelf is hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back this way on accident? If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word was written in bold, bloody letters. And it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, this is...
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message. But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, looks like it. What the heck? Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me much more suspicious. Magazine's dying message has been added to the truth bullets. Alright, he said Sakura's body as well. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know that, but... Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
That's the correct answer. Just don't you think you need to examine the body? No. like you just look at her like, I don't want to do it. You do it. At least y'all the same damn gender. There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown preservedly used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it. That's totally normal. How can you... I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind. Hey. No, fucking never mind. What does that mean, bitch? Like, okay, taking it reasonably, it's like, okay, cool, you know, ultimate detective. You know, like, you do this shit. But if I take that out of context, it's like, bitch, you fuck dead bodies? like you be smashing bodies in the morgue. Like, what's going on here? What you mean you get? It's like, what you mean you get used to touching dead bodies? I don't get used to touching dead bodies. Oh shit. More importantly, look here. Her shoes. You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
See.
That powder is clue number 1. Okay, yellow powder has been added to the truth bullets.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head.
It's true.
Look carefully. Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2?
Indeed.
Interesting when you say. And there's one more interesting
Correct.
thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There are absolutely no traces of blood on
It's
either
true.
of them. So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary has been added to the truth bullets. I can't believe she was able to learn all of that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Alright, and finally the bottles. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, I'm sure you'll find it. Correlation? Hey Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you towards a clue, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come up with their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. It's not because you just don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottles have been updated. Monokuma bottles have been updated to truth bullet section. I fucked that up. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway...
She gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottles. Try getting the smaller pieces too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Baki isn't here either, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something for the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. And with that, Kyoko left. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? It's better to just do it. I took a broom and dustpan and got to work collecting the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up. Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that are still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It makes sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the 2 normal Monokuma bottles.
In
Balance,
other words...
which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they balance out or the pieces I collected would be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some
So
here or
then.
there. Okay, let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier. How's that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
In
What?
other words...
The thought of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all
Hey.
together. And I believe you will arrive to one persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Monokuma bottle experiment has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, we blazed through that a lot faster than I thought.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
Okay, Monokuma, you sound you desperately trying to get some vagina. Let's calm it
then
back.
let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, whatever happens, I have to make something happen. Don't nobody call out Makoto for being loud and shit like that. Alright, anyways, I'm going to end this episode right here. When we come back, we're going to actually start the class trial and find out who it is that possibly killed Sakura Ogami. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, why don't you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, this is TRD Plays signing out saying peace, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. Dos de Vinha.